Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sunny, aka the Oracle of Alexandria, and today we are going to take a peek at your week ahead. So thank you so much for joining me for this reading. If this is your first time joining me for a reading, you pick a pile using your intuition. To help you choose the piles, we have the Alphabet Oracle stones here. I guess they're more like tiles. And for pile 1, which is on the left, we have Ro, which is the Greek R, and Taf, which is Greek T. For pile 2, we have Xi and Psi. This one has a PS sound, and this one is XI in English. And Xi is the actual name of this letter. I've confused this one in the past because of my dyslexia, so I apologize. For pile 3, we have Omicron. And these are going to be generalized readings, so choose whichever one your intuition is guiding you to. Because they are general readings, not all of the information may be relevant to you. So if there's stuff that isn't relevant to you, take what resonates with you about your life, your situation, and discard what doesn't. If your intuition is not speaking to you at all in terms of choosing a pile, you can pick one at random. You can choose the one on the left because you like the left. You can choose the one on the right or the center because you like those positions best. Whichever one feels right to you. And hopefully there will be relevant information for you in there somewhere. These are going to be fairly brief readings. Again, they're just a glimpse at the week ahead. They're not going to be super in-depth. This is just kind of to help prepare you for some of the things that you might face. So with all of that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and cut to the footage of me forming the piles, and I will see you in your respective readings. Hello Pile 1, thank you so much for joining me today for this reading, which is a glimpse at your week ahead. We're going to go ahead and set these aside here. We'll look at those at the end. And I will lay out the cards really quickly, and let's see. Then we will take a look at what your week has in store for you. So, again, these are going to be fairly brief readings. They're not going to be extremely in-depth or anything like that. Let's see. Okay. Right, so this card here represents the dominant theme, energy, or context for the reading of your week ahead. And we have the Two of Air, or the Two of Swords. So with this card, there is a sense that there may be some blockage or obstruction in your week ahead on some level. It could be energetically, it could be mentally, that you are blocked on some level, since swords or air has to do with thought and mental processes. So that is something to keep in mind. Let's see if we can get some more context. So we have the Hierophant, or High Priest, the Seven of Fire, and the Ten of Fire. Okay. So we have the Two of Air, which is, if you are familiar with the traditional Rider-Waite, usually the two swords are crossed. Here we have the figure holding two birds, and they're kind of unbalanced. There's no reconciling them. They're at an impasse with their current position here. Then you have the Seven of Fire, or the Seven of Wands. This is a card where in some cases we are stuck in a sort of defensive position on some level. It could be regarding spiritual issues or structural issues, possibly with work, since the Suit of Wands tends to be about creation and putting in work to build something. So, and with the Hierophant here, we have traditional structures, tradition itself, power structures, things of that nature. Some of you may be teachers or working with a teacher, and you will find yourselves at some sort of impasse here. You may be put on the defensive, but it seems like there certainly is going to be some sort of blockage, and it may have to do with having a lot of obligations call on you this week and the week ahead, and being burdened with the obligations. And it's interesting that all of her obligations are on fire. She's burning them. So she's releasing herself from some, if not all, of these obligations by taking care of them and getting them done. So that is something to keep in mind. What I also find interesting is that unlike the normal or traditional Rider-Waite Seven of Wands, we have a unicorn here on the card standing on top of a mountain. There is a sense with this imagery that you may need to get a new perspective on things to clear up the blockage or the impasse. Notice the unicorn is at the top of the mountain, so it can see very far around it. Unicorns are also beings who can purify and give things a fresh start. They can heal. And so there may be some healing that needs to be done with all of these obligations, all of these burdens on some level. You may need to heal yourself, purify yourself by clearing some of this away. And if, for those of you watching Pile 1 who are spiritual, relying on your spiritual path, leaning on it for support, for guidance, for inspiration, may also be helpful for you when dealing with these struggles or issues, these imbalances, leaving you at an impasse in the week ahead. So here we have number 12, Devotion, and number 19, The Balancing Act. That is so just perfect for the cards that we have here. So with devotion, I think what this card is intending to convey is more so dedication to clearing up your obligations, your burdens, releasing yourself from some of your burdens, getting things done this week. Try not to be unproductive. Try to take care of things to ease your progression into the next part of the month, the following week, etc. With the balancing act again, it's interesting because here again she's balancing these two birds. It might be hard to see, but she's balancing these two birds in her hands. Again, this is rather blocked energy. Sometimes it is intentional that we take time out to sit still, to balance ourselves. And that may be important to you in this week. Again, if you are a spiritual person, making time for meditation, a purifying bath, whatever you do to center yourself, to ground yourself, to stay in balance can be helpful for you this week. And also, again, balancing these obligations so that they aren't weighing on you so heavily. If you're carrying a bunch of stuff, if you have your load balanced well, it's easier to carry. But if it's unbalanced, you're going to have more weight on one side than the other. It's going to be harder to carry it. It's going to be more of a struggle, put more burden on you. Balancing the things that you face this week, the obligations that you have to do, will be extremely helpful for you moving forward in your week ahead. Okay, so for your next two oracles, we have here Prosperity. The flowers in this card are called Allium, and the butterfly wings are from the Brazilian swallowtail butterfly. And that is a little butterfly dragon there for you. So with Prosperity, again, that brings me back to needing dedication or devotion to get things done. If you can balance your obligations, if you can clear away, purify toxic things or stressful, unnecessary burdens in your life on some level, you can open yourself up to prosperity, to having more balance, to having more abundance. You can open yourself up to something new by clearing away the old, by getting the old out of the way, having it done. That is very important for you in your week ahead. Next, we have Serenity. This already comes right back to balance. The flowers in this are lavender, and the butterfly wings are from the Provençal fritillary butterfly. If you'd like to see the names, there you go. So, Serenity, again, the need to take time out to meditate, to do so willingly, to choose balance and inner peace to help you tackle the difficulties in your week ahead, to help you carry your burdens. Rely on your spiritual path as you need to. Engage with your spiritual practices as you believe it would be helpful for you in the week ahead. Make time for these things. This balance will be so helpful in proceeding with your week ahead and processing everything that is coming to you. Sorry, sometimes I speak so quickly, I wind up saying two words at once. Okay, so for your next oracle, we have Ancestors. With the Ancestors here, again, for those of you who are spiritual, you may receive messages from your ancestors. They may have guidance for you. They may offer you support. It could also be that some of you are inheriting some ancestral burdens on some level. Maybe dealing with ancestral karma, which again is why spirituality may be so helpful, beneficial for your week ahead and for getting through everything that's coming your way. It could also be that you're just struggling with, for example, debt or family issues. Ancestors don't necessarily have to be deceased ancestors here. We could have, again, family obligations coming to some of you watching this pile one. But I think for a lot of you, this is, again, an emphasis on spirituality and spiritual issues in your week ahead, dealing with everything that is coming to you. Either, again, processing ancestral karma or relying on your ancestors for support, for guidance in your week ahead. It is extremely likely that someone in your line has been through what you are going through in the coming week on some level. And they can help you, they can guide you, they can support you. They can teach you how to deal with certain things if you are someone who connects with your ancestors in that way. So that is another thing to keep in mind. And if you are someone following a spiritual path where ancestor veneration is something that you've considered, this may be a good week to start. In my traditions that I practice in my life, ancestor veneration is something that was important. It's not something that I always engage in. I haven't done so in at least a couple of years now, probably. So, it's something that I would like to do, but I feel like I need to learn more about it first. So if you're someone like me, you're on the fence, you're considering, working with your ancestors, this could be encouragement for you to go ahead and do that. Okay. Then we have Melanemon, black clad, and the keyword on the card is shadow work. Again, it's so interesting that we have this card here about ancestral karma, which can manifest in our shadow. And this card here is encouraging you to do shadow work, again, to engage in your spiritual practices to help you find balance, to help you find release, purity, a fresh start, new beginning, freedom from old burdens, from possibly ancestral burdens, could be generational trauma that you may need to process in the week ahead. So very, very interesting. Okay. The last major oracle card we have for the reading here is from the Radiant Crystal cards, Magnesite. And the keywords for this are relaxation, purification, and visualization. So again, purification, give yourself that fresh start. Make time for a relaxing bath or shower. If you're someone who does deep purifying baths, this is a good week to have at least one or maybe a few of those as you feel you need them. Relaxation, again, make time to meditate, make time to balance and just get into that centered, grounded space in your week ahead to help you tackle all of your obligations, all of the burdens or obstacles coming your way. Visualization may come back to meditation. It could also be about manifesting what you would like to achieve with the spiritual struggles that you are facing in the week ahead, or your spiritual goals, manifesting them, making them happen, see them happen in your mind, make them happen in your reality. Okay, so the chakra associated with this crystal is the crown chakra, and its vibration is 3. Astrological signs associated with this crystal are Aries, and your affirmation for your week ahead: my heart space is open with love and peace. Okay? My heart space is open with love and peace. Remember that. That is very important to help you find balance, peace, relaxation. My heart space is open with love and peace. The energies of magnesite. Magnesite is a peaceful stone that enhances visualization and imagery. It opens the heart to receive love and helps with a positive attitude. It calms emotions and stress while helping overcome worry and irritability. For some of you, if you have this crystal or you can get some, it may be worthwhile to pick up one of these crystals, carry it with you, use it in your meditation. I personally love palm stones when I meditate. I can't always leave them in my palms because I have carpal tunnel and they put pressure on my nerves, which makes my hands go numb. But even just having them near you, sitting on your lap, however you meditate, they can be very helpful. Put it under your pillow. Sleep with it under your pillow. I put my crystals that I sleep with under my pillow in my pillowcase. They can be very beneficial for you if you are someone who benefits from the energies of crystals. Okay, lastly, we have the flowers associated with this crystal. And it looks like it's Gypsophila, which is baby's breath. And the keywords for baby's breath are love, purity, and innocence. So, love, purity, again, purity with the unicorn here, purifying. Again, a purifying bath. Unicorns purify water. They heal things. So, with their horn. So, purity seems to be a strong emphasis in the cards this week, to refresh yourself, rejuvenate yourself, regenerate, and get a fresh start by purifying on a spiritual level. And in some cases, it could be a physical level. If you have a lot of clutter in your life, which may be what's causing you obstacles or blockages, you can clear that up, to purify your space. Tidy up your room, tidy up your home. Give yourself that fresh start on as many levels as possible. You'll be surprised how healing all of that can be. Okay, so now we're at your final oracles here. So first we have, from the Enchanted Art Oracle cards, another affirmation for you. You have a personal treasure of talents and gifts ready for you to explore. That brings us back to the meditation, to the visualization. Visualization can be such a powerful technique to master, especially if you are someone who is interested in magic. Visualization is fantastic when working magic to help you achieve your goals, to help you manifest your dreams. So, you have a personal treasure of talents and gifts ready for you to explore. Make time to explore your inner environment this week with all of the spiritual energy in the cards for you. It's likely going to be very beneficial. Okay, so that brings us to your alphabet oracles. So for the first one, which is Ro, the Greek R, the oracle verse is rest a while. You'll go more easily. The keywords associated with this oracle are patience and steadfastness, which is interesting because you have a card of steadfastness here and a little bit here, carrying your burdens, but also releasing those that you can. Rest a while and you'll go more easily. Again, make time for relaxation, for your spiritual practices that help balance you, ground you, help you to stay centered within yourself. And then we have Daf. Take release from present circumstance. Again, it is time to withdraw into your inner environment for most of you watching this pile one. There is some valuable work that you can do in your outer environment this week, but that seems like it's more for you to identify what it is and get it done. Take release from present circumstance. Engage with your spiritual practices. They're going to be so beneficial for you this week. And if you are someone who doesn't have spiritual practices, starting a meditation practice can be so beneficial to help you center your mind, to gain mental peace. If you're someone who struggles with anxiety, which certainly could be a thing with the Seven of Wands or Seven of Fire when it comes up, it can help centering your mind, balancing your mind, shutting down or learning to shut down those anxious thoughts that gnaw at you constantly can be very beneficial. So if you don't have a spiritual practice, if you've been considering something, yoga, meditation, whatever it is, this is a great week to really go deep into your spiritual practices, to balance, center, and ground yourself. And what's interesting is that the keyword associated with this alphabet oracle is deliverance. So this is a week for you to give yourself deliverance by doing your inner spiritual work, by withdrawing from the stresses of the outer world and just focusing on yourself and your inner environment. Okay, pile one, we're going to go ahead and leave this reading here. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that it was helpful. If you enjoyed this reading, please consider leaving a like and maybe a comment down below to let me know what you think. And if you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, please do consider subscribing so that I can see you in another reading. Until then, take care, Pile One, and I hope that you have a very productive and wonderful week ahead. Hello, Pile Two. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading today. Our topic, again, is taking a glimpse at your week ahead. So we're going to go ahead and set these oracles aside. We will cover those last. And let's go ahead and dive into your tarot cards. So, okay, got to make sure everything is in the camera here as we lay out our cards. And so this card here represents the dominant theme, energy, or context for the reading ahead, the week ahead. And we have the Six of Air. This is a very positive card. The Six of Air, or the Six of Swords, is about moving towards a better place in life, moving away from stress, from anxiety, from a toxic situation, from a difficult situation. Whatever the case is, you're going to be moving in a more positive direction in your week ahead. So that is very good news. This is a wonderful card to have in this position. Okay. Then we have the Eight of Water, or the Eight of Cups. And this artwork for this card is probably one of my favorite versions of the Eight of Cups in all of the tarot decks that I own. And if there is such a thing as having too many, I have too many. Then we have Strength. Okay, and lastly, we have the Five of Earth, or the Five of Coins, Pentacles. Okay. So, you're moving towards a better place this week. You have the strength and the ability on a spiritual and physical level to get things done, to start taking steps to move towards a better position. It seems like for some of you, there may be a focus more on the spiritual rather than the material, as the Eight of Cups can often represent turning away from your old material life towards a spiritual life with a spiritual focus. However, this can also represent turning your back on things that were toxic for you, turning away from things that were hurting you, that were depriving you of your power, not serving your highest good. Whatever the case may be there, that's what this card is often about. And so you're moving towards a better location because you are turning away from things that are no longer serving your highest good, turning away from things that are not serving you. There may be something that you feel you are missing, but you need to be confident in yourself. You are going to be able to do it. You're going to get ahead. For some of you, being careful with your finances in the week ahead is also something else to consider. with the Five of Earth, we often may have a lack of income in the week ahead. If you're someone, for example, who earns commission for your work, like if you do YouTube like I'm trying to, or if you do any sort of job where your pay is maybe not steady, be aware that your funds may be a little scarce this week. So budget your money carefully to help you get through. But making that choice to turn away from whatever is not serving you, and don't let a sense of lacking hold you back. You need to make that choice, empower yourself, move towards a brighter future, because that is the energy coming for you this week. This is a fantastic week to focus on creating something better for yourself in your life. Okay. Next, we have the air element. Right, that's interesting. We have air here also. And we have the blue fairy. All right, that looks very purple to me, but it's beautiful either way. Blue, purple, I don't care. So with the air element, we have blue here in the card. We have a lot of blue here. Then we have the blue fairy. Blue is the color of the throat chakra. And the throat chakra is about communication, which is also an aspect to the air element of air, and self-expression. This week, it may be important to communicate clearly with those around you and express yourself in the most authentic ways that you can this week to help get yourself going towards that better direction. That open self-expression, that honest and authentic self-expression can help start your life, get it going to where you want to be, rather than where you currently are. Not being honest to yourself, not expressing your true feelings can often put you in a situation where things that you really want are missing because people didn't know that you wanted them, the people around you, or because you weren't pursuing them. You were giving your power essentially to the things that other people wanted to bring into your life. And it is time for you to choose what you want, express yourself, communicate your desires, your ideas, your needs, and go for them. Start taking steps to achieve them, to make them happen. That is another way in which whatever you feel you're lacking, you can find it. You can start working towards it in the week ahead. It may not come in this week. It may not manifest, but you are taking the steps to start manifesting it this week. But you never know. It may come to you this week. Let's take a look at the guidebook for these two cards, because unfortunately this deck is really not great at triggering your intuition to give you information about the cards. So this one here is number 60. Okay. All right. So the keyword for air element is wind. Feel the wind on a blustery day as it blows directly into your face and whips your hair into a backward stream. Notice what it feels like as it hits the different areas of your body. Feel how its current moves around your body and blows your clothing about. Hear it. Sometimes it seems as if the wind is voicing to you a stream of words as it roars past you. There is a mighty presence in the air, a great force. You can feel it as you brace yourself for its impact. This power is there for you to harness. Imagine yourself one with the wind, bolstered by its energy. Next time there is a strong wind, slip outside and just run with it. I have watched my cat do this, and it seems as if she is in a whole other state of being when she runs with the wind. She is exhilarated. Animals, like fairies, instinctively know just what to do. What would you like the wind to blow to you? Where would you like it to blow you to? The wind is a perfect example of the incredible power of the universe. Okay, that is extremely relevant. In these two cards here, we have ships with their sails up. The wind is taking those ships where they need to go. You need to fill your sails this week. Again, through authentic self-expression. By letting others know what you want and need in your life so that they can help bring that into your life. By turning away from people who are denying you what you want and need and bringing that into your life for yourself, whatever your situation is. This is a fantastic week to go for your dreams, to make it happen. But you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be authentic with yourself. You have to let the people in your life know what you need, what you would like. Of course, always be safe, but it's time to start taking those steps to have what you want. Turning away from your old circumstances, your old situations, filling your sails with the air and the wind, and guiding your ship to where you want it to go. It's time for you. Your ship has come in. It is time to set sail. All right, let's take a look at number 22, the blue fairy card. All right. The keyword for the blue fairy is love. How is the blue fairy who... Here is the blue fairy who offers up the message of love and peace. She demonstrates the need for quiet within our daily lives. She shows us that through calmness, we realize our connection to spirit. This connection is always with us. Concentrate on this cobalt blue and feel what it does to your inner body. Imagine a blue crystal deep within your heart that resonates to all that is through the vibration of love. You are connected to all creation and to the hearts of all beings through a beautiful crystal blue grid work of light. Feel the oneness of all that is. Sense the infinite being of your soul. Can you feel your problems shrinking in size? Feel your own divinity. Allow your creativity to flow. With the oneness comes true understanding of the greater mysteries of life. They all come down to one thing: infinite love. Okay. Again, this comes back to authentic self-expression, but for those of you who are spiritual people, who may have been wanting to make a spiritual change, start a new spiritual path or practice, this card is encouraging you to do that, as well as this card. And doing that will help move you towards a better place internally, spiritually. And once you have that inner peace, once you have that inner abundance and growth, you can start manifesting it in your outer world. It is so much easier to deal with the struggles on the external once we have our internal more in balance. Once we have our internal issues orderly and more sorted out. I mean, obviously, the mind is always kind of chaotic unless you are a really experienced meditator and you keep your mind neat and orderly. I think for most of us, the mind is always really chaotic. So starting to build those structures through your spiritual practice, ordering your internal environment will be very beneficial for those of you who are wanting to make spiritual change, who are spiritual people. This is a good time to start, a good week ahead to start. Okay, let's see. So for your next oracle, we have beauty. The flowers in this card are orchids, and the butterfly wings are from the yellow tiger swallowtail. It's a very beautiful card. Okay. When it comes to beauty, we often, especially in this culture, which tends to devalue the feminine, we think of things that are shallow. We think of things that, for a lot of us, are not always important. If you are someone who is very focused on beauty, internally, externally, that's wonderful, because beauty is actually so much more than something superficial or surface level. Beauty opens us up to feeling awe, and awe opens us up to feeling more spiritual. There's a lot of spiritual energy here in these three cards especially, and this one as well. If you want to feel the majesty of spirit, if you want to feel the power of the divine, you need to find things that fill you with a sense of wonder and awe. When something is awesome, it means that it fills you with awe. It's not cool, that's a modern thing. Wonder and awe are a gateway to deeper spiritual feeling, to deeper connection with spirit. I read a book a little while ago that it was a book about unicorn magic, I think, or something. I don't know. It was about developing a spiritual connection to spirit guides who manifest themselves in the form of unicorns. And the very first exercise in that book was about connecting with wonder through beauty, through a feeling of awe. And what the first exercise recommended was to go and do some sky gazing for 30 minutes and just really contemplate the sky, the air elements. This ship looks like it's moving through the air because there are clouds here. It's hard to tell if they are reflected in water or if there's birds there. It looks like it's moving through the air. For those of you who are spiritual, who are wanting to connect more deeply with spirit, go and do some sky gazing. Look up at the stars. Contemplate the vastness of the universe. It really can be opening a gateway to spirit, to greater connection to spirit. The book may sound silly that I read. I'm not quite done with it yet, actually. There's one exercise that I got caught up on and I haven't had time to get back to it. But if you actually do the work, it can change your life. It may sound silly to just go out and gaze at the sky, but really, if you try it, you will find that it was more impactful than you thought it might be at first. Because I thought like, oh, this sounds kind of silly, but I sat outside in the evening one day and gazed up at the sky and watched the clouds as they changed shape and all the different forms that they took, and really contemplated everything spiritual, the air element, the sky, clouds, wind, all of these things are important. But some of you may feel more moved by looking up at a starry sky, and that can be just as beneficial. Just spend some time stargazing, sky gazing. Give yourself 30 minutes one day, and it really can change your life. If you take it seriously, you put in the effort and the work, it really is helpful. Sorry, I kind of got off on a tangent there. Let's go ahead and see your next oracle here. We have appreciation, and the flowers in this card are sunflowers, and the wings on the butterfly are from the Diana fritillary. And there's the names down there if you would like to see that. So, appreciation. Learning to appreciate your spirit, yourself, your inner environment. Learning to appreciate your own unique form of beauty. That's what I'm getting from this card. Learning to appreciate life. For those of you who are lacking something, it does seem like you may be lacking the wonder and also the sense of purpose and fulfillment that can come from having a spiritual practice. My boyfriend is an atheist. I don't blame anyone who is an atheist. I don't look down on atheism. And in fact, there are many atheists who are spiritual. I have a friend who is an atheo-pagan. She, celebrates the wheel of the year and engages with nature engaging with the sky and the air and the wind. Learn to appreciate the beauty of the world around you, the beauty within yourself. It will empower you, and you might just find what you feel you are lacking. Okay, for your next two cards, we have Nissa, beginning or goal. The key word for this is spark of creation. So this is the start of something new. Here, both of these cards are about starting something new. And there is an emphasis on the spiritual here. It doesn't have to be for all of you, but the spark of creation, connecting to the spark of creation in spiritual practice is often about finding oneness or unity. Connecting with the divine source is a very common theme when we speak of things like the spark of creation. That may be something that you find meaningful, and that may be something that will be meaningful for you to pursue in your week ahead. But this can also be about creating the life that you want by communicating your authentic needs and desires, by taking steps towards manifesting and creating what you want in your life, rather than waiting for it to happen to you, rather than waiting for it to come to you. And sometimes, pop culture, I'm sorry, this is another tangent. Pop culture is really awful about this, where it will often depict women as expecting their partner to just know what they want, know what they like, etc. I can tell you from experience, a lot of experience, that is not the best way to approach things, because usually it leads to disappointment. Don't let pop culture fool you. It's okay to communicate your needs and desires. That doesn't make you pushy or aggressive or bitchy or anything like that. All of the negative things that we often associate, especially with women who speak their mind. But for people of any gender, it doesn't make you pushy, naggy, anything else. You need to live authentically. You need to communicate your needs, and you need to take steps towards having them met. Okay? Begin something new. So here we have prophegetis, and that means the leader. And the keyword for this is leader. Notice there's a key here, a sword here, and a torch here. This card has so much to unpack. Okay, let me sit up here in my chair for you. All right, the torch is lighting the way forward here with the 6 of air and the 8 of water. The sword is about cutting away things that no longer serve you and opening a path. You have your light to guide you, and this can be a spiritual light. You need to use the tools that are available to you to open the path forward. You can see things more clearly, especially if you engage with your spiritual practices. You can connect more with your heart and understand what you truly want and need. You can use the sword and the key to open the way forward and get it done. Okay? So, be a leader in your own life. Don't let other people tell you or dictate to you. And don't stay quiet or silent. It's time to speak up about what you need, what you desire, and bring that into your life. You have the key, the sword, and the torch. You can do this. You are strong enough. You are capable. It might be scary, but you're ready, because there is, for most of you watching this, there is a sense of something missing, a longing for something in your life, and it is time to go for it and get it. All right. Your last main oracle card here is from the Radiant Radiant Crystal Cards deck, and it is Bloodstone. And the keywords for Bloodstone are grounding, detoxifying, and balance. So again, grounding, engaging with your spiritual practice, finding yourself, connecting with wonder and awe and beauty. Detoxifying, using that sword to cut away things from your life that are no longer serving your highest good, that are holding you back from what you want and what you desire. You can cut gently with a sword, just like you can cut gently with a knife. It doesn't have to be totally destructive, but the thing about the sword is that you choose how to wield it. You need to use it in the way that best suits your current life situation. Okay? Detoxify your life by removing things from it that are no longer serving your highest good. And find that balance through grounding. Okay. The chakra associated with bloodstone is the root chakra, and its vibration is number 4. Astrological signs associated with bloodstone in Aries, Libra, and Pisces. The affirmation that this card brings to you is, I welcome transformation and intuition into my life. That is very, very important. You welcome transformation and intuition into your life. Having that intuition helps you know what you really want. It brings you clarity. It guides your way forward so that you can take steps towards getting it. I welcome transformation and intuition into my life. Do not forget that this week. It may be helpful to write it down, say it to yourself every day. Welcome transformation and intuition in. It will change your life. Energies. Bloodstone is composed of green chalcedony and hematite, creating red spots. This combination creates a powerful healing stone that grounds negative energy and cleanses the body. It enhances creativity and balance. For those of you who have a piece of bloodstone, it may be a good week to carry it with you, sleep with it under your pillow, connect with the energy of the crystal to help you ground, detoxify, and balance. The flower associated with this crystal are Aquilegia, I think that is. Columbine is another name for it. And the keywords with this flower are detoxify, strength, and happiness. And one more time, that affirmation, because it is very powerful with all of the energy here in the cards. I welcome transformation and intuition into my life. Okay. Your last 2 cards here, or 2 oracles, we'll say. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Believe in yourself. You have all the skill that you need. You have all the tools that you need. Find balance. It's interesting that she is balancing on a tightrope there. Find that balance within yourself. Find what you truly desire and take the steps to get to it. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Okay, so for your alphabet oracle stones, for Psi, which is PSI, Psi, proper is this judgment from the gods, is the oracle verse for this oracle. The keywords for this oracle is justice. Communicating your authentic desires may be frightening. It may feel selfish. Again, it may feel bitchy or overly assertive or anything like that. It is just for you to do this week, to express yourself authentically. It is proper for you to communicate your needs and desires and have them met, or work towards having them met in your week ahead. Do not let fear or a sense that you are missing something hold you back. Believe in yourself. You can do this. You can change your life this week. This is very powerful energy to make the change that you want to see, to welcome in everything that you want to welcome into your life. Okay. Then we have Xi. The oracle verse for Xi is Xanthic Theo Xanthic Theos, ripened fruit awaits. Okay, Xanthic is like golden in color, and Theo is Demeter, a goddess who manifests the abundance of the earth with her spiritual power. You can welcome abundance into your life. You can plant seeds this week and help them ripen and grow into something really meaningful for you, creating what you truly desire and need. The key words for this oracle are good timing and results. There's another alternate translation for this verse, and it is, you can pick no fruit from withered shoots. If you don't do the work, if you don't nurture the change that you want to see in your life and help to create it and manifest it, your fruit is not going to grow. It's not going to ripen. You're not going to be able to pluck it. Your shoots will wither. So that is very important that you put in the work this week. Believe in yourself. The keywords associated with the second translation of this oracle verse are timing and prudence. Don't squander the week ahead of you. It has so much to offer you. It can be such a powerful week of change and progress for you, Pile 2. Give this gift to yourself. And with all of that said, we're going to go ahead and end the reading here. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. And, I'm sorry we went off on so many tangents and that it ran a little longer than these usually do, but I feel like there was a lot that needed to be said. So hopefully it was helpful. If you enjoyed it, if you did find it helpful, please consider leaving a like and maybe a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And if you would like to join me again for another video in the future, please do consider subscribing so that I can see you then. Until then, Pile 2, take care, and I hope that you have a wonderful and productive, self-empowering week ahead. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Our topic is a glimpse at your week ahead, and if this is your pile, you chose the pile with the alphabet oracle Omicron on it. We're going to go ahead and set these away and get into your tarot cards and see what messages they have for you this week. So again, this should be a brief reading. One of the other piles that I did a reading for ran a little long, so you never know what sort of things are going to come up in the cards, but I'm here to communicate everything that I see and get from them for you. So this card represents the dominant theme, energy, or context for the spread for your week ahead. And we have the Magician. This is a card of realizing your power and potential, manifesting your dreams, working towards your goals, creating what you want in your life. This is very powerful energy. This week is clearly going to be full of a lot of potential for you. If you do the work, if you know what you want, if you are connected and in tune with your heart and honest with yourself, you can make a lot of valuable change in your week ahead. Okay, we have the Four of Water or the Four of Cups. The Three of Water or the Three of Cups. It's very beautiful the way she's holding the three pearls there. And the Three of Earth or coins, pentacles, etc. Okay, there's a lot of blue here, which is a color associated with the throat chakra, which is about communication, self-expression, authentic self-expression. Again, knowing your true desires and manifesting them. It seems like for many of you, you may feel like there's something missing from your life. You're not satisfied with what you have. And this is a week where you can create what you want and what you need. You have the power, you have all of the tools, you have the self-knowing, and it is time to create that change, to go for what you feel you are lacking, bring it into your life, create it, manifest it. The 3 of water and the 3 of earth all have connotations of coming together with others. For some of you, you may be interested more in romantic pursuits with the 3 of water here. For others of you, you may need to work with others to form a team or a community to get something done, to create some form of change. The 3 of earth is encouraging you to do that. You may also need to just spend time with friends when the 3 of water or the 3 of cups comes up in your reading. This is a time where community is going to be very empowering for you. If you work magic and you have a community that you can work magic with, that may be something that you would benefit from, working magic for change in your week ahead. And for those of you who are not magic users, again, just having that community support, that teamwork, having people to help you get things done can be very beneficial in your week ahead, pile 3. Okay. Here we have number 61, wishing you health. Very beautiful, if a little melancholy. We're going to look at the book for this card, but I am feeling like with the butterflies here, this card is about gaining greater health and satisfaction through creating transformation and change in your life. But let's look at the book here. I don't want to miss anything that the card may be trying to communicate. That's just what I got from it. This deck is not the best at intuitively triggering you. But if some of the change that you need to make is about getting in better shape, for some of you, this could be about seeing doctors, healthcare professionals, maybe a therapist, whatever the case is, to help restore and create better health in your life. Wishing you health can also be about, working again with friends, community, for that support, for that happiness that they can bring to you, to help empower you in creating health in your life. But let's take a look at the book here. The keyword for wishing you health is wholeness. This is a health card. If you find yourself wishing for your wholeness, then it's time to do whatever it takes to break the spell of dis-ease, whether it be on a physical, mental, or spiritual level. All these levels must work together in order for you to be the best that you can be. There must also be acknowledgement that lack of wholeness, or the feeling that something is missing, is all just an illusion. Okay, so here we have the lack of wholeness, feeling like something is missing. This is an illusion. It mentioned creating spiritual wholeness and physical wholeness. That may be what these are about. Coming into communion with yourself on a mind, body, and soul level. Uniting all of your powers, all of your gifts, to bring yourself into unity and balance. All right, let me find my spot and then we will continue. All these levels must work together in order for you to be the best that you can be. There must be acknowledgement that lack of wholeness, or the feeling that something is missing is just an illusion. First, understand your divine perfection, that you are now and always have been whole. Bring that wholeness down and merge it into your body. Treat your body well with a good diet, exercise, and loving thoughts. If it is time for a checkup, then go get one. There is always something you can do to honor your body and make it a happier place to reside. Sometimes you have to place yourself above others in order to get proper rest and to ease out the tensions in your life. This is not a selfish act, as you must be in tip-top condition in order to give your best to yourself and others. Forgive yourself and others for any past deeds, as holding on to these regrets take a lot of energy that could be used elsewhere. Move forward. Love yourself. Know that you are worthy of good health and happiness. Okay, it's a very powerful message here from Wishing You Health. And again, this is about finding wholeness, coming into communion with yourself spiritually, physically, mentally, exercising your power to create that wholeness in your life, to get rid of this illusion that there is something that you lack. And this is a wonderful week to do that. I was not intending these to be spiritual guidance readings, but every single one turned out to be a spiritual guidance reading. So I guess the week ahead is going to be a great week for spiritual work, for self-work, self-improvement, for everyone getting a reading from me this week. Okay, your next card is number 44, Gift Revealed. Okay, we have a little rabbit-looking fairy there, looking up at another fairy. Okay, Gift Revealed. This has very powerful energy with it, especially when it's resonating with the magician. Gift Revealed, coming into wholeness with yourself, revealing your gifts, finding your power, and creating, manifesting change through wholeness, through communion with yourself, revealing your inner gifts, your outer gifts. Let's take a look at the guidebook for this one also. Okay. Gift Revealed. The keyword for this card is surprise. Fairies love good surprises. However, when they are faced with a surprise that isn't quite what they asked for, they pout. Pouting soon turns to a smile and laughter as they realize that everything comes with its own gift. They always look until they find the gift. If life gives you something that you aren't completely thrilled with, keep an open mind. Often the best things come disguised. Look below the surface and see what a person or situation holds for you. Do not be quick to judge new people. Not everything is revealed on the spot. Again, new people coming into your life. Let's see. Not everything is revealed on the spot. Connect with the person and work to understand where they are coming from. And that includes yourself. Gaining self-knowledge. Know thyself. This is a week with a lot of potential to do so. Their experience is different from yours, so take the time to see what makes them tick and what they have to offer. They are just as important as you are. Do the same with situations. Understand that what appears to be the case may not be the truth at all. Remember that solutions can come in the strangest of ways when you allow them to do so. Always ask that Spirit create the perfect situation for you. Find the gift in all things. Okay? Another very powerful message. This deck may not be great for intuitive readings, but it is a very powerful deck nonetheless. So that's why I use it. Okay. All right. So your next oracle here is Inspiration. The flowers in this card are lupine, and the butterfly wings on the dragon are goatweed leaf wing butterflies. Say that 3 times fast. Goatweed leaf wing. All right, so inspiration. So it's interesting that this here mentioned a gift revealed. That gift may literally be inspiration for you, giving you the insight that you need to proceed on some level. And that inspiration may come from other people who enter into your life. Again, try not to judge books by their cover, give them a chance. But also doing that internal work to get rid of your sense of lack, to know yourself, figure out what you want and desire, and start manifesting it can also inspire you, can reveal things to you that you didn't know that you needed or wanted, can inspire you to create change to get there, to dispel the illusion of something is missing. All right, then we have ambition. The flowers in this card are hollyhock, and the butterfly wings are from the painted lady butterfly. We actually used to have a species of painted lady in a place where I lived, and they would migrate through the area, and they were very beautiful. All right, so ambition. Ambition is about resolution, resolving yourself to do the work, to give the new people entering your life an opportunity to show you who they really are by not judging them by their cover, by getting to know them, by considering their experience. Empathy when working with other people can be very helpful. Putting yourself in someone else's shoes. You can learn something that you never really knew before. It can be very inspiring. It can be very revealing. But you have to do that work. You have to give those opportunities. And that comes with the resoluteness of ambition to be dedicated to allowing these things to happen, because they will be beneficial for you this week. All right. Your next oracle, Malinoe, the soothing one. This is about self-care. The self-care, there is, for some of you at least, a need to actually engage with self-care on some level. I believe this one here, wishing you health, mentioned having a better diet, getting more exercise, taking care of your body. So for those of you for whom self-care is relevant, you probably know in which ways that you need to engage with self-care. And this is a good week to start doing that, to create change, to dispel the illusion that something is lacking, to create what you desire, to create health. There's also this aspect of, with the cocoon here, of going within inside yourself. Again, having that oneness with yourself, finding that inner self unity, and letting it empower you to empower change and transformation in your life. Your next oracle is Ainalian, and it means of the sea. And the keyword for that is water. Again, we have a lot of watery imagery here. We have blue here. This one, these shapes might be air shapes. They might be water shapes. They look kind of like ripples. It's very interesting, but they're very beautiful, whatever they are. With water, there is a need to get in touch with our emotions, to get in touch with our spiritual self. For some of you, it may be about connecting with your psychic gifts. And you have those gifts because you have the magician here. But also, this one here, wishing you health, mentioned about connecting with others, and water being about emotions can be reinforcing a need for compassion when working with others, a need for empathy when working with others, a need to be sensitive. And for those who aren't going to be working with others, or even for those who are, water can be about a need to be sensitive to your own needs and engage in that self-care that you need. You know something is missing. You know something feels like it's missing. Take the steps to bring it into your life and create wholeness and balance, self-unity, and be open to the gifts that you can receive from working with others also. All right. For your last main oracle card from the Radiant Crystal Cards divination deck, we have Pyrite. And the keywords for Pyrite are prosperity, protection, and optimism. When you do the kind of self-care that creates health, when you connect with others on a level that is compassionate and empathetic and sensitive to yourself and to others, you open yourself to prosperity, to receiving and revealing gifts. For some of you, your self-care may be about protecting yourself, and that may involve connecting with your community to gain a greater sense of security or to find protection from something that you need to move away from. Optimism. Stay positive in your week ahead. This week has so much potential for you to open to that prosperity and abundance. Do the work and it will come. The chakra associated with Pyrite is all chakras. The vibration is 3. Astrological signs associated with Pyrite are Leo. And the affirmation of this card: I have the power to manifest my dreams. That is what the Magician is about. The rest of the cards have been telling you ways that you can work towards doing that. This one here affirms, I have the power to manifest my dreams. You can do it. You can create that change. Remember this affirmation for your week ahead. The energies of Pyrite. Pyrite is a stone of protection, shielding us from negative energy of all kinds. It helps mend auric leaks and blocks negative energies. It strengthens our awareness and is a powerful tool for prosperity and manifestation. Some of you may have a piece of Pyrite at home, and you may benefit from carrying it with you or having its energy in your presence this week. The flowers associated with Pyrite are Alstroemeria, the Peruvian lily. And the meaning for Alstroemeria is wealth, good fortune, and devotion. Remember, devotion, dedication, resolution, ambition. It's a lot of adjectives there, but I feel that they really matter. They resonate here. Okay, for your final oracle card and for a last affirmation for you this week, listen to the messages of your dreams. For some of you, this might literally be messages may come to you in your dreams, and listen to them. Again, connect with your psychic gifts, your spiritual gifts, gifts revealed. Allow that to come to you. But for others of you, listen to the messages of your dreams. It can be about the things that you dream of. There is a longing there, a sense of something missing. There's a meaning in the things that we dream for. Find it and go for it. Reveal the gifts in the things that you dream of having in your life. Okay, these messages may not just be sleep, messages that come to us in sleep. It may be things that are revealed in the dreams that we desire in our waking life also. With Omicron as your alphabet oracle. The oracle verse associated with this is, out of sight are crops that are not sown. If you don't do the work, you're not going to find the health, you're not going to find the balance and oneness and unity, you're not going to have gifts revealed to you. If you don't maintain that awareness to listen to the messages of your dreams, if you don't engage with others and give them the opportunity to help teach you something, reveal something to you, if you don't engage with yourself and your self-care, out of sight are crops that are not sown. The keywords of this oracle are effort and foresight. So this is very important energy for you this week, that you take as much advantage as you can of this week ahead to get things done for your own progress, your own improvement and advancement, to move your life in a direction where you want it to go. This is about exercising your agency to create what you desire, manifest your dreams, manifest change. And a part of that for many of you may come in working with others, and probably for all of you, connecting with yourself, finding wholeness, unity, and balance on some level. So, all of that said, I'm going to go ahead and leave you here. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading today, Pile 3. If it was helpful and if you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and maybe a comment down below to let me know what you think. And if you would like to join me for another reading in the future, please do subscribe to my channel so that I can see you again next time. And until then, take care, Pile 3, and good luck with your week ahead.